Here we go. We're ready. The mountain is just right over there. Tucker, our chauffeur, is driving us there now. Hello. We just started our hike. We're about a half an hour in to our hike on Paul's Peak Trail.
Would you look at that? That moss-covered rock has a tree growing right up through the center of it. God, Mother Nature is amazing.
That's the trail. That's the way we're going.
We're almost to Mowich Lake now. We've been hiking for a long time, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Probably 45 minutes left. Less than an hour for sure, and then we'll finally be there. Oh, it's been a really gorgeous hike though so far. And I'm proud of Jennifer.
There's a nice cold beer waiting for us up there.
She's right. We've got 'em. And once we get there, we're kicking back with some ice-cold beer. But this is Jennifer's first time backpacking. She's been great.
I've hiked before, but not with this.
Yeah, we're basically bringing everything we need ourselves. It's all in our packs. Tents, cooking utensils, everything. We're basically turtles carrying our houses on our backs. Hey again. We're getting there. Maybe half hour left. Then we'll be at the lake. You saw the water flowing past? That's the Mowich River. It's being fed by the lake.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's got those snow-covered rocks, the water flowing over it. It looks beautiful. I guess it sounds pretty. I don't know. I'm deaf.
That Billy, he's a liar. Keeps telling me, oh, we'll be there in about half an hour. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Guess I'm getting old and my mind is starting to slip. But now we really are almost there. And I can prove it. Flip the camera around. Show 'em.
Yeah. That's where we're camping?
Yep, that's it.
Ollie.
Oh.
Ollie.
Oh.
Gone!
Ooh, that's cold. So I'm filling up our water. And then we'll bring it back to the camp and we'll use it for drinking, cooking, and cleaning.
Our tent is just right over that hill. So we're walking back to our tent right over there, and I look down and I wonder, what is that? It's a table right there. That's how high the snow is going back over to our tent. It's all good.
Ladies and gentlemen. Wait, are we recording? Okay. Jennifer did a fantastic job figuring out how to dehydrate and pack all of our food. She had to determine how much water would be needed and how long everything had to cook, which got even more complicated when all of the different foods were combined. I certainly wasn't any help. With a little trial and error, though, she got it figured out, and I present to you our dinner. Fajitas. Mountain style. Actually, it's more of a taco with rice. It's got red and orange peppers, black beans, seasoning. Oh yeah, onions, chicken, all dehydrated. We threw it all in the pot together. Took forever to cook, but look. It's fucking delicious.
Quite.
Explain where you are now.
This is Eagle's Roost. From here you can see a spectacular view of Mount Rainier, which is right nearby. Behind me is the South Mowich River Valley. Off to my right there, at the top of the ridgeline in the distance, that's Sunset Park Golden Lakes. I worked as a ranger there 40 years ago. Hi. Here we are at Spray Falls. Show them the falls. This is one of my absolute favorite places to be, and I come here a lot. Last time I got here was several years ago. I brought my son when he was 13 or 14 maybe. His jaw hit the ground when he saw this place. We hiked here, ate, and I got a picture of him sitting on that rock just over there. That picture of him with the falls in the background was my phone's, what do you call it? Not screensaver, wallpaper. Yeah. So I had a picture of him in a white hat mugging for the camera as he does. That was the wallpaper on my phone for a long time. And now I get to introduce Jennifer to it and watch her have the same jaw-dropping reaction. Welcome to Spray Falls, Mount Rainier National Park.
See that log down there? That's how we got across the river.
Oh, it's from Suzanne. Oh, she wrote on the envelope, on the back of the envelope. It says, "Hey, I wonder if that offer from our parents to, quote, slap us into next year is still on the table." Yeah, always, Suzanne. Always, always. So the card says, "Happy birthday. Men are like wine. Some turn to vinegar, while the best ones improve with age." Oh, God. This picture is old. Look at that TV. Yeah, that's me. Ranger Billy.
So I have to give you a little background to this story. I looked everywhere for a picture of Billy back when he was a ranger. I had never seen a picture of him before. At home we had some boxes with old pictures, and I searched high and low and could not find one. So I reached out to the National Park Service, in their archive department, to see if they had a picture of him. I explained his name, the dates he worked, and they didn't have anything. They gave us some links that I could search, but to no avail. I couldn't find anything. So I thought, gosh, how can I find one? So I reached out to the family, and lo and behold, Suzanne had one. Yeah!
Beautiful. What a nice memory. My God, that was over 40 years ago. But I looked good then, and I still look good now. Do you want to go first? Me? Okay. Well, we're about ready to cross over into Ipsit Pass. So this is the last we're going to see of Lake Mowich for a while. Bye, Lake. See you again later. We've come to a fork in the road. 200 yards ahead, wait. No, that's not right. 200 feet ahead is Ipsit Pass. Crossing the pass will take us down to Ipsit Creek Campground, where we're going to end up tonight. But if we hike the other trail, 1.8 miles, we'll come to the fire tower. What to do, what to do. We'll discuss our options and come to a decision. So we're heading to Eunice Lake. You'll recall one fork led to Ipsit Pass. We decided not to go that way right now. Instead, we came down the trail and found a place to hide our backpacks, which thank God we did, because otherwise this hike would have been grueling with them on. After lots and lots of walking, we finally made it here to the Eunice Lake Basin. Now up the other side of the basin, on Ptolemy Peak, is that fire tower that I mentioned earlier.
It just never gets old. We're trudging up the mountain with the weight of our backpacks and come around a corner and it's just breathtaking.
All right, we're here at Ipsit Pass now. We hiked around and got to here. And now we're going all the way down there. That's why we went around the way that we did. So now we're going down the pass rather than climbing up it. This will be much easier on our knees. Okay, I'm not sure exactly how far we've come, but we're almost to the floor of the Ipsit Creek Valley. At least I think that's what this is called. But just to give you an idea of how far we've hiked so far, take a look at this. We came from way up there. Shit, that's a long way up. Imagine going up instead of coming down. Lord help us. But it's beautiful here. All the smells, the water flowing, the lush vegetation, the piles of old bear scat. Nature. See the telegraph wire still connected to the tree? Years and years ago, in the early days when the National Forest became the National Park, they built a number of fire watch towers and ranger stations all throughout the park. Now, how they communicated with each other was through telegraph, so the forest had to be strung with wire everywhere. I remember back when I was working at Golden Park, Sunset Lake. We'd have to retrieve and log any of the disconnected wire we found lying around in the forest. Now back in the day, they used Morse code to communicate over the old telegraph lines that were strung throughout the woods. Guess some of that wire's still lying around. Oh, my God, I'm exhausted.
Blah.
Whew. We made it to camp. We actually made it.
Whew. We came over Ipsit Pass, and we carefully hiked our way down, because I have 63-year-old knees. Once we got on more level ground, I knew it was going to be a ways, but it was a lot farther than I realized. We finally lost it and went all out to get here as quickly as we could. And guess whose knees gave out? Yeah, I went for a tumble. Shit happens. Now we've only got 0.3 mile left to get to camp, where we can finally have a beer. Yeah, we were stupid enough and stubborn enough to bring our own beer and wine.
our way down this trail right here. He just topples over. I'm so sorry. I tried to help him get up, but...
Life alert, help! I've fallen and I can't get up. This is part of the Carbon River. It's fed from the Carbon River Glacier up the way. And that's why you see the milky white color in the water. Further upstream, the snow, rock, and ice that's been compacted over millions and millions of years slowly melts and runs downstream. And that's what you see here. I suggest not drinking it.
I'm still laughing as I follow him down the trail. I love him.
You are here. Okay, bye. Thanks for stopping by. You see my friend over there? His name is Deer. He just came into camp and was, I don't know, maybe like 20 feet from me and just looked at me like, hi. Then he hopped over the log and now he's having breakfast. He just doesn't care that we're here. You know, it's nice though. If you respect nature, it'll respect you.
Oh my god. Oh. OMG. This right here. That man is a good cook.
Okay, so part 2 of my second fall. The one where I couldn't get up and Jennifer was laughing at me so much. Alright. So my mom back in the day had this thing where she would laugh so hard she would pee a little. Not like full-on incontinence or anything, just a little dribble in the skivvies. Well, today, Jennifer did the exact same thing, and I'm honored that just like my mom, I made her laugh so hard that she actually wet herself. The story continues, part 3. The deer came over by where Jennifer's undies were drying out, took one sniff, and took off.
You were right.
Yeah, I guessed around 800 years old. Sure enough. Now, let me show you where all we've been on this trip so far. That's Mowich Lake, where we parked. Where my son dropped us off. And no, you can't see Paul's Peak Trail. That's where we got out, and we hiked down into the valley before turning and trudging our way up to Mowich Lake. And we camped there for 2 nights. Right there. We spent a day just enjoying ourselves, and then on the second day, we hiked over to Spray Falls. Then, the next morning, after breakfast, we tore down and packed everything up, and then we went from Mowich Lake over here to Eunice Lake. That's where you saw the snowpack on the ground. And then we started to head here to Tolmy Peak, right there. But with the snow and everything, we just decided to head back to camp instead. So then we got back on the trail and we went this way. And that was the section with the steep switchbacks. So thank God we chose to go down instead of up. But the minute we crossed the pass, it was like we had stepped into a different world. East of the pass is dry, but crossing into the valley, you enter a land that's lush and green, which I guess makes sense because it's a north-facing valley. And then we hiked and hiked and hiked some more.
Yeah.
You know, we figured it out. We hiked almost twice as much in that one day as we have the entire time we've been hiking together. All told, I'd say we hiked 7.5, 8 miles, something like that. And then last night we got to Ipsit Creek Campground. And that's where I showed you the Carbon River. We just relaxed for a while, caught our breath, had a bite to eat, and passed out. Luckily, it was a bit warmer than it had been up at Mowich Lake, which is at a higher elevation and has snow. Don't get me wrong, though, it's still beautiful up there. And now we're going to head out. I'll show you, let's see. Well, here, you'll see the upper trail comes out to here and meets up with the lower trail about where the campground was, and now we're heading to where my son, Tucker, is going to pick us up. Further up this trail is Green Lake. When I was a kid, my dad brought me, my brother Howie, my sister Suzanne, and maybe my sister Dawn, I don't remember exactly, but he brought us all out here to hike a bit. And he wanted to get a good picture of us. And in trying to do that, he ended up dropping his camera into the water. That, plus his reaction, were really funny to me, so I busted out laughing. He didn't appreciate that at all and told me I wasn't being nice. Oh, wait, maybe it was his binoculars, not his camera. I don't know. Anyway, the next time we come here, maybe we'll hike up to Green Lake. It's supposed to be, and I didn't realize this, but it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful lakes around here. Oh, and I was surprised to find out that supposedly from Green Lake, you can see all the way up to Tolmy Peak. So we'd be able to see it from another side. Very interesting. So Green Lake, Tolmy Peak, and Mowich Lake. We're heading back to civilization now. Don't you worry, we'll be back. Okay, we're just back from Mount Rainier. Now, let me show you this. We each carried half a 6-pack of Bodhisattva with us, all the way up. And each of the 3 nights we camped, we each had 1 beer. Oh, this is a perfect wrap-up to our 4 days of hiking. Around 27, 26 maybe miles total. We earned it.